Hey guys! So today's video is going to be two parts. The first is going to be a review of my new Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, and the second part is going to be a review and first impression of my new YSL Babydoll Lash Mascara. Normally, I don't go for high-end mascaras because I feel like drugstore mascaras do such a good job, but this has been all over YouTube forever, and I finally decided to just shell out the money and do it. So I'm going to be reviewing this for you today. So this is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is the full size, and it is in the color Vanilla, and I'll swatch it for you really quick. This is in the shade Vanilla, and this is the second lightest color they have in this concealer. I prefer to get the lighter colors, even though I have a medium toned skin, because I like to use them to highlight, and I like to use them to cover up my under eye area. Usually when you get the lighter colors, then that's more likely to hide the dark circles, which, as you can see, I have some purple undertone under my eyes. I started off my look today with my MAC Face and Body Foundation, and this is in the color N3. One reason I really like this concealer is because I don't have to apply it to my skin first. It just comes with a little applicator and you can just put it right on. I hate washing my hands 100 times when I'm getting ready in the morning, so any foundation or concealer that has an applicator is ideal for me. Okay, so I'm going to start out with my under eye area. And a little bit on my forehead. Cupid's bow. And as you can see, I have a couple blemishes on my chin. It's just a hormonal thing for me. And I have worn this concealer a couple times already, and so that's why this is more of a review than a first impression. I'm going to be blending out my concealer with my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. This is a dupe for the Beauty Blender, and I've made it wet and squeezed out the excess. And we're just going to start with the under eye area. And as you can see, this hardly takes any effort at all to blend out. This is advertised as a full coverage concealer, and as you can see, it's doing a really good job of just that. It completely covers my dark circles. It blurs fine lines and wrinkles, which is awesome because I feel like I'm aging rapidly. Oh, it's so nice. It's so creamy. It's actually really moisturizing. I really like when concealers are moisturizing because when they go under your eyes, if they're really dry, then the more you smile or the more facial expressions that you make, it's going to, a lot of times with a lot of concealers, is settle into your fine lines, and then if it's really dry, it's going to flake off. And so when it's moisturizing like this one, it's less likely to actually do that. This is so luxurious. Just for good measure. Okay, so you can see that I have blended out the concealer under my eyes and on my forehead area. Now, down here I've put it on my blemishes, so we're going to see just how well it works to cover up the blemishes. That's pretty good. I also have a dark spot right here, so I'm just going to use a little bit of excess to cover that up. Same thing as right here. Just use the excess. You can see this has done a really good job as a full coverage to cover up my blemishes that I have right now. I'm really happy with it. Now you can see from a little bit farther away, it's done a really good job to cover up all of my imperfections. It is so creamy, just like the title says, It's really moisturizing. It doesn't settle into my fine lines that when I smile, you can see those. And it does a really good job of highlighting as well. It's really moisturizing, and it doesn't have parabens, it doesn't have sulfates, it doesn't have alcohol in it, and so those things that when they're on your skin for a long period of time, they're really not good for your skin, and it's formulated without those, which I really, really like. Another thing that I really love about it is that it is formulated for all skin types. Yes, it is moisturizing. Obviously, that's good for people with dry skin or normal skin. If you have oily skin, believe it or not, it is good to use some moisturizing products because when your skin produces oil, it's going to overcompensate for how dry your skin naturally could become, say, after you get out of the shower or after you exfoliate or use a mask. And so, contrary to popular belief, it is still good to moisturize your face, even if you have excess oil, because it's actually going to counteract the excess oil that your skin naturally wants to make. If your skin is moisturized, you're less likely to produce that excess oil. Sometimes you try a product and the moment you put it on, it just feels so luxurious and creamy and buttery and smooth. And this is one of those products. This is definitely something that I'm going to keep in my makeup collection from this point forward, unless I find something better. I'm a total concealer junkie. I'm always looking for new products, the newest, latest, greatest thing, drugstore, high-end, doesn't matter, anything I'm willing to try. So this is a little on the higher end as far as price goes. I believe this was $29 at Sephora. Obviously it doesn't take that much, it's full coverage, it is buildable, but honestly one layer is probably all you're gonna need. Like I mentioned earlier, I did try this product already so that I can give you a proper review on it, and I can confirm that this is long wearing. I probably have worn this for up to 12 hours at a time, and not once did it settle into my fine lines. The coverage remained for that entire period of time. It didn't start to slowly wear off. I can blot it, and it's not going to remove any of the product. Simultaneously, it is not difficult to wash off. I feel like a lot of long-wearing concealers are really difficult to wash off, scrub off, wipe off with a makeup remover, and this actually comes right off with a makeup remover or soap and water. Either way, a lot of concealers or products I've noticed that go on your face, if they're long-wearing, it's difficult to wash them off at the end of the day. This, you do not have to scrub off. I don't like scrubbing my under eye area because it pulls the skin, which causes premature aging and wrinkles. And so anything that's going to come off with a gentle wiping or you know, whatever, anything that's going to come off easily with a makeup remover product is okay by me. So now that I have my foundation and concealer all finished, I'm going to go ahead and finish my look real quick up until the point where I put on mascara, and that's where I'm going to start my first impression review of the YSL Babydoll Lash Mascara. Now that I have a full face of makeup on, I'm going to start my mascara, and my first impression of the packaging is that it is obviously adorable. It's right in line with other YSL products with the luxurious gold packaging, and it has this cute cursive writing in pink, and it says Babydoll, so I absolutely adore the packaging. I feel like a lot of their products just sell themselves just the way you look at them, just they're so aesthetically pleasing. Okay, so taking it out of the package for the first time, I love that it is a lot of product. So this was $30 at Sephora, and that is really expensive for mascara. So the fact that you do get a lot of product is awesome. Now, as far as the brush goes, it is a little bit skinnier of a brush than I'm used to, and the bristles are really short, and they are
the rubber bristles, so they aren't the fibers like a lot of drugstore mascaras. And the actual brush itself is kind of long lengthwise, and so I like that a lot because you can get a lot of lashes all at once. Now this mascara is supposed to be really good at separating the lashes, which is really important to me because you can have a volumizing mascara or a lengthening mascara, but if they clump together, then what's the point? You're just going to have a long clumped together lashes. So this is supposed to separate them really well, so I'm really looking forward to trying this right now. I'm going to start out with the left eye. And looks like the wand itself, the bristles, are almost as long as my actual lash line itself. So I can get a lot of lashes all at once, which is awesome. I really like the short little bristles because I feel like it's getting really low into my lash line. So possibly, maybe even tight lining won't be necessary if you use this because you can get it right down at the very, very base. This is separating them really nicely. It's very easy. You don't have to do a million different strokes to get them separated, so that's really, really nice. Pretty much the selling point of a mascara for me is a lot of times when you put your first coat on, it's gonna look really good no matter what. But once you get the second coat on, when it looks good after the second coat, that's what sells a mascara to me. That's what will keep me repurchasing it because like I said, the first coat usually always looks good no matter what you use because you can perfect it. But once you get the second coat on there, I think that really shows the mascara's true properties. So I have one coat on my top lashes, and I'm going to go ahead and do my bottom lashes. When it comes to doing bottom lashes, I really like small brushes like this because it makes it really easy to hit all of those little baby hairs that you have down there. Yeah, I'm really liking this. Just one coat, and it's making them really long. Whoops. I'll get that in a second. Some mascaras I feel like you have to just forcefully drag it through your eyelashes to get the product separated out, but with this rubber wand I feel like it just glides along the lashes. You don't have to force it upward, it just goes by itself. This is definitely doing what it says it's going to do. It's really separating my lashes really, really nicely. This is what it looks like with just the first coat on. I'm going to let it set for just a couple minutes so that it dries out, and then I'm going to apply my second coat. If you haven't seen my mascara video, I'll link that down below for you, but something that I mentioned in it is it's always really good to let your first coat of mascara dry almost thoroughly because the wetter it is, the harder it's going to be to get the lashes to stay separated once you're applying your second coat. Okay, I'm now getting ready to apply my second coat. Wow. I love this formula. It's so lightweight. I feel like, okay, so I curled my lashes before I started applying the mascara, and I feel like a lot of times mascara will be kind of heavy, and even if you curl your lashes, it's going to make them straighten out after you apply the mascara on. And this, I'm able to put a second coat on, like a complete full second coat, and the mascara is not straightening my lashes out, which is super awesome. The formula is very lightweight. One other thing that they advertise about this mascara is that it is up to 24-hour wear. So I look forward to wearing this mascara all night long and not having it flake into my eyeballs. Okay, I zoomed out so you can see the difference between the eyes when I have 2 coats on this one and 1 coat on this one. You can see they look exactly the same, except the lashes on this one are much thicker and a little bit longer. So if I were only going for a natural look, well, maybe not natural, but maybe a little bit more toned down, then I can totally wear just 1 coat of this mascara and it would still look absolutely gorgeous. Something I noticed when I was putting on the second coat of mascara is it did not clump at all. I did not have to use the wand to work out any clumps, to separate anything. Didn't have to put any extra work into it, which is totally awesome. I feel like I'm always in a hurry when I'm getting ready, and so anything that does the work for me is awesome. Okay, so now just a quick shot of me finishing up the second coat on my other eye. Phenomenal. You guys, I am blown away right now. So for the 2 products that I showed you today, guys, I would absolutely recommend both of them. If you're gonna spend the money on products like these, I would recommend watching online tutorials or reviews such as this one. And also, if you can't find a review of the product that you are interested in, it's always good to make sure you test it in the store first. If that's possible, go in, swatch it, go in without any makeup on, put it on your face, see how it works for you. Or another thing you could do is always check websites like Sephora and Ulta and look at the reviews and see what people say about them. See if the product is true to what it advertised. If it says that it's moisturizing, look up reviews and see if people agree that it is indeed moisturizing, things of that sort. That will help you find a product that works for you. That way, if you're gonna spend the money on something like this, you know that you're gonna love it. Absolutely, both of these products would get 5 out of 5 stars for me, if that's the rating system we're using. That's going to do it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. It's much appreciated. If you have any other product reviews that you would like to see, go ahead and leave those in the comments below, and I'd be happy to take a look at those. And if you like this video, go ahead and click like, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. See you next time. Bye.